Hello students. Today we are going to talk about the relationship between vocational guidance and work guidance. And the objectives set for today's discussions are to understand the concept of guidance briefly, to throw light on the various services of guidance, to study vocational guidance as one among the services of guidance, to have a look over the work guidance, and lastly to understand the relationship between vocational and work guidance. The term guidance is a specialized service whose primary concern is with the individual. It may be said that guidance is given to individuals in making intelligent choices and adjustments. It is based on the democratic principle that it is the duty and right of every individual to choose his or her own way in life insofar as his or her choice does not interfere with the rights of others. Guidance is that systematic organized phase of the educational process which helps youth grow in their power to give point and direction to their own lives, to the end that they may gain richer personal experiences while making their unique contribution to our democratic society. Vocational guidance. Frank Parson, a civic-minded writer and lecturer, founded the Vocational Bureau in Boston in 1908. He coined the term vocational guidance in his book Choosing a Vocation. Humanitarian and philanthropic movements were in full swing during this period of nation's history. At the same time, serious study was being given to the educational problems of the mentally retarded as well as to industrial turnover. Freudian psychology was beginning to gain acceptance both in Europe and in this country through Sigmund Freud's series of lectures on psychoanalysis at Clark University in 1909. Individual differences became the focus of much psychological research and study in Europe and the United States. Parsons' method consisted of matching the characteristics of the individual to the requirements of the occupation. He believed that if the individuals were employed in the line of work to which they could best adapt because of compatibility between the characteristics of the person and the job, both the individual and the society would profit. His observations of young people at the Vocational Bureau led him to the conclusion that they needed careful and systematic help from individuals in choosing a vocation. The common meaning of two words, vocational guidance, suggests that we are concerned with helping persons to choose, prepare for, and make progress in occupations. Such activities as following then would be considered as exemplifying vocational guidance, giving information about commerce and industry in order to help in the choice of occupation or job, giving opportunity to discover talents with vocational choice in mind, advising pupil to enter this or that school for the purpose of discovering talents or preparing for an occupation, advising in regard to promotion, change of job, after education or for advanced study, supervising the entrance into or progress in particular positions or chosen occupations. Vocational guidance is needed because of two sets of differences among individuals and differences among occupations open to them. We need vocational guidance to find out suitable vocations for the individuals to minimize the percentage of misfits and to increase the national rate of productivity. That can be done through personal analysis. The counselor and counselee together analyze the counselee's capabilities, interests, and temperament. Job analysis. Study of occupational opportunities, requirements, and employment prospects in various lines of work by the counselee. Joint and cooperative comparison of these two sets of analysis. The counselor and counselee reason out the relationship between these two sets of data, personal analysis and job analysis. It is a known fact that if individuals were employed in the line of work to which they could best adapt because of compatibility between the characteristics of the person and the job, both the individual and the society would profit. Specific aims of vocational guidance are: number one, to assist the student to acquire such knowledge of the characteristics, functions and duties regarding the group of occupations within which his choice will probably lie, as he or she may need for making an intelligent choice. To enable student find general and specific abilities and skills required for the group of occupations under consideration in terms of qualifications, age, sex and preparation. Number 4, to help the individual develop a definite point of view regarding the choice of an occupation. To assist the individual to acquire the technique of analysis of occupational information and to develop the habit of analyzing such information before making a final choice. To assist individual secure such information about himself, his abilities, general and specific, his or her interests, and his or her powers as he or she may need for a wise choice. To assist the student to secure knowledge of the facilities offered by various educational institutions for vocational training and the requirements for admission to them, the cost of attendance, etc. The concept of guidance first developed with the choosing of vocations, but gradually its scope extended to almost all areas of human development like educational, vocational, personal, emotional, moral, physical, recreational, religious, civic, etc. Guidance is not confined to any particular stage of life. Rather, it extends over the entire lifespan of an individual. Work guidance. Work guidance is a tool for professional growth and the development of work quality. It is a dialogic process between the instructor and the clients, where the client learns how to study their own work in a reflective way. The work guidance consists of studying and structuring questions, experiences and feelings related to work, the work community and the client's own work role. In practice, the work guidance is studying, evaluating and developing a client's own work with the help of a trained work instructor. In work guidance, the client think about their role in work and their relationship to their work. The instructor and other possible participants help the client to understand themselves and the work better and more clearly. Work guidance can be provided for units, groups or work communities. The group can, for example, consist of managers or representatives from the same field. The group can be created from within one organization or from participants from different organizations. A work community is a whole and the manager also joins the group during the work guidance period. Before the work guidance is started, an evaluation will be made to find out the needs and the situation of the client. During the first evaluation, the instructor gets information about the client and their organization. The client gets information about the theoretical framework of the instructor and also the methods. The clients and the instructor agree on goals, structures, number and length of meetings and the duration of the whole process. Some of the important elements of work guidance are as: number 1, confidentiality. Absolute confidentiality is part of work guidance, and both the instructor and the client are bound by the confidentiality agreement. The instructor is loyal and appreciative towards clients and their organizations. Method. During work guidance, topics under discussion emerge from client's work situation, work problems, other clients or cooperation between participants. During guidance, the aim is to find a state of deep thinking and pondering where everyone gives opinions, associations and ideas. The aim is not to give straight instruction and advice, but to help the client find their own solutions to the problems by asking questions and seeking specifications. During the work guidance, clients speak about their experiences in work and cooperation. The instructor helps the client to look at their part in different work situations and to understand everyone's role and responsibility at work. Evaluation. The result from the work guidance will be evaluated together with the clients. The most important thing is to evaluate the goals that were set at the beginning of the process and analyze if some of the goals were not reached. If this is the case, then instructor should think about it with the clients and discuss what has barred a certain goal. When evaluating is done, one can also think about how the instruction has affected work, goals, cooperation, atmosphere at work, and energy at work. Now, dear students, let us talk about the relationship between vocational guidance and work guidance. Vocational guidance is concerned with helping person to choose, prepare for, and make progress in an occupation, while as work guidance is a tool for professional growth and the development of work quality. Vocational guidance gives information about commerce and industry in order to help individuals in the choice of occupation or job, while as work guidance is a dialogic process between the instructor and the client, where the client learns how to study their own work in a reflective way. Vocational guidance searches suitable vocations for the individuals to minimize the percentage of misfits and to increase the national rate of productivity. While as in work guidance, the clients are understanding their role in work and their relationship to their work. Vocational guidance is further needed to eliminate frustration, tension, and failure from the life of individuals. And in work guidance, the instructor and other possible participants help the client to understand himself and work better and more clearly. Vocational guidance aims at the preparation for a particular job, profession, while as work guidance aims at the progress in a particular job. Vocational guidance revolves around the analysis of the individual's capabilities, occupational requirements, and the joint and cooperative comparison of these two analyses, while as work guidance topics under discussion emerge from clients' work situation, work problems, other clients, or cooperation between participants. Vocational guidance does not believe in giving direction to the counselee about choosing a vocation. Rather, it facilitates him about the different occupational opportunities available to him as per his capabilities. Similarly, work guidance does not mean to provide straight instructions and advice, but to help the client find their own solutions to the problems by asking questions and seeking specifications. Vocational guidance provides the diagnosis of the individual's capabilities prior to choice, while as work guidance deals the problems many individuals face in the area of their vocation. Dear students, we are concluding with that guidance aims at the recognition and realization of the potential inherent in humans and to nurture these potentials to bring about a better personal social adjustment. As the individual functions and also draws from his or her environment, guidance involves the incorporation and understanding of the socio-cultural foundations. Making an effort to fit an individual to the place best suited to his or her capabilities is the big contribution of guidance service. Guidance is not only understanding the individual, but also the social cultural surroundings of the individual, so that he could best accommodate him or herself to this socio-cultural milieu. Hence, it is evident that guidance focuses on a holistic approach which takes into account the individual potential as well as opportunities available to the individual to progress. This was all about the relationship between vocational and work guidance. Hope you have enjoyed and understood. Goodbye.